A few episodes in, and you realize this show is the epitome of all flesh, no substance. This is less an anime and more like a 20-minute fight scene compilation from YouTube. This anime has been overhyped in 2020, and in my own opinion, it's not really great of an anime unless you want some badass action and fights. YouTube just told me that 90% of you are not subscribed to my channel. Click the subscribe button to support this channel. I love anime, you love anime, we all love anime. In case you did not know, The God of Highschool is a South Korean webtoon written and illustrated by Young-ji Park. It has been serialized in Navia webtoon platform, Navia webtoon since April 8, 2011. And now this webtoon has been adapted into an anime series by MAPPA, premiered on July 6, 2020. The main protagonist is Jin Mori, a 17-year-old martial artist from Seoul, South Korea. At the beginning of the story, he is invited to join a martial arts tournament called the God of Highschool, or GOH. The event is sponsored by a shady corporation, brings together people from high schools all over South Korea on a regional and then national level in order to select 3 representatives from the world tournament. Kinda sounds like Mortal Kombat in a way. As a prize, the winner gets his wish fulfilled by the hosting corporation, no question asked. This intrigues our main protagonist, Jin Mori, and as he continues through the tournament, he meets many competitors, each with different way of fighting. Martial arts aside, participants fight by using borrowed power, a mystical energy granted by the supernatural entities, gods, demons, mystical creatures, hence the name borrowed power. During the opening rounds, he comes across 2 other martial artist protege, one who uses full counter karate expert and an epist master, Mirai Yo. The 2 would befriend Mori after they fight with him and will become teamed together as the Korean team after the preliminary round. As the tournament's preliminary rounds finish and the teams assemble, plans for many different people within the organization and those pitted against them begin to make their moves to achieve their goals. So I recently finished watching this anime because some people were hyping it, so I decided to join the ship. Now I know why I stopped reading the webtoon after less than 10 chapters years back, because same goes with the anime. This show is the epitome of all flesh substance. I repeat, it's just fighting and fighting, which some people love, but for me, this anime has no weight. There is no stakes in the anime, which leads to just fighting without strong plot to carry this anime. There really is not much of a story to really talk about, in my own opinion. Characters are placed into an arena for some nonsensical reason where they fight to the death. What's amazing, no one really dies because of this company. They have in the tournament, they have this thing which they call the wave, which heals people. So basically you don't die in the tournament, which makes this anime lack something at stake. I still believe Hunter x Hunter and Naruto are the best anime to host amazing tournaments ever, and the God of Highschool is just rubbish because there's no strong story going on. There's no stakes that leads to these people fighting. What are they really fighting for exactly? Because if they're fighting for something to wish on so that they can get it, but they have to put their life on the line, of which these people, in a way, I don't think they will put their life on the line because they know that at some point they're gonna get revived. As for the humor, it's actually a pain in the butt. While it may elect a giggle here or there, it really is nothing to really talk about. However, the art is really amazing. The art or animation is fairly high quality, and while I generally like the character designs, what irritated me the most was that every character looked like he or she had a running nose. I don't know why they did that. Why there's that blush thing they were adding on the character, trying to make it unique. I think that was just put. I didn't like it at all. The effects is amazing. The effects which the characters, when they use the borrowed power, that was simply amazing. Some characters this amazing borrowed power like Jin Mori, we get to see it once, and wow, it's really amazing. Then we also see the shady boss of the company who hosts the tournament, where he fight this religious organization. We also see his outstanding borrowed power. The effects are amazing. The animators did a good job. Even some of the fight scenes, the level of hand-to-hand Sakuga is spot on. It's something that you don't see every day in anime these days. Only anime that I remember was Naruto and some parts of it, some parts of Naruto, yes. But this one, they really go grounded with this martial art thing. There is little developments here to speak of in terms of the characters. Though we get flashbacks from our main character here and there, it's not simply flashed out. The side characters of the main character are touched on as well, but I feel like it was not good enough for me to really appreciate the characters. There is some Nubius background developments, but really everything takes backseat when the fighting starts happening. Characters are shallow and forgettable, with one-dimensional motives that makes their behavior so boring and predictable. As for the opening song, it's really good. Same goes with the ending as well. I think the people who are really producing the music for these webtoons is really good. Same goes with Tower of God. I really loved the opening theme song as well as the ending theme song. It was really fascinating. So in God of Highschool, the world is worked around a delicate power frame. This means there are no predefined decides or frameworks that characters' capacities are obliged by. While this isn't initially awful in an anime with many characters and scenes, it can prompt some fiercely silly outcomes, which we really tend to see a lot in God of Highschool. Consider shows, for example, Fullmetal Alchemist or Avatar The Last Airbender. These shows utilize this characterized framework that all capacities must work inside. Characters can be amazing, however, their capacities are trustworthy inside the setting of the world. Moreover, it forestalls power creep and permits the watcher to check the general quality of some of their random contenders, which we tend to see a lot, and makes it more predictable. Certain capacities are intrinsically more remarkable than others. Thus, characters must utilize inventiveness, strategies, knowledge, and recognition to crush these or more impressive foes. Which, in a way, watching God of Highschool, I noticed the characters themselves don't use these strategies, knowledge, or inventiveness. None of the characters, I think, uses that, which in a way I feel like the writer of the story really lagged on very much. The world feels more like a random ideas that appeared in the author's head with no real sense of history or direction. He doesn't give us anything strong build. Maybe, I don't know, maybe season 2 we're gonna see something. I don't know. Time will tell. So to summarize this overhyped anime of 2020, the animation and music make this show bearable to an extent, but that doesn't excuse the severe lack of a good story or characters that have been done to the ground. I feel like this anime was way overhyped. Only the fighting is really good and is the highlight of anime. I won't lie about that. It's really good. The hand-to-hand combat are amazing, and some of these borrowed power techniques are cool. But you only watch God of Highschool for the fighting, not for the story. That's basically it. So, have you seen God of Highschool? If you did, what are your thoughts? Leave them in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.